Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back to another exciting edition of Sports Relays Daily Updates. Exactly 3 days more to the Super Eagles' penultimate game of the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier against Lesotho, and I'll talk extensively from the team's camp as their camp is warming up nicely. Nigeria National Under-20 boys, the Flying Eagles, versus Argentina National Under-20 boys of the ongoing 2025 FIFA Under-20 Men's World Cup in Chile. I will give you the extensive details of this match. God willing, tomorrow, 7:30 Ghana time, 8:30 Nigeria time, 9:30 South Africa time. And a top official from the Nigerian Football Federation reckons that the Super Eagles can still make it to the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament at USA, Canada, and Mexico. Before I proceed with the details of the stories, if you are new on this platform, quickly let's do it together. Subscribe to the channel. Hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Let's show love to the Super Eagles by liking this video and sharing to other social media platforms. As usual, my name still remains Solomon Kwejo Asante, your only nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports, with the Nigerian name Solomon Chukwu Emeka, the only Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports. And no more, straightforward, let's get into the video and start from the ongoing 2025 FIFA Under-20 Men's World Cup in Chile. God willing, tomorrow, Wednesday, 7:30 Ghana time, 8:30 Nigeria time, and 9:30 p.m. South Africa time. It's going to be the Flying Eagles of Nigeria, Nigeria National Under-20 boys versus Argentina National Under-20 boys in the round of 16 of the World Cup tournament in Chile. And as it stands now, it's going to be a very tightly contested game between both countries. And as I'm talking, the team has finally arrived in Santiago. They departed Taka for Santiago and they arrived this morning. It was around 7 a.m. Nigeria time and 6 a.m. Ghana time. And looking at the preparation for the team, they are ever ready in playing against Argentina. And the game is going to take place at the Estadio Julio Martinez Pranado, that is the Estadio Nacional in Santiago, for the game between Nigeria and that of Argentina National Under-20 boys. I will keep you posted from all the latest surrounding the Flying Eagles of Nigeria's team, and we wish them the very best of luck in this encounter. Let me move on to the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. They are in decisive finish for the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier. As it stands now, the ball is in their court as to whether they'll be playing, throwing, shooting. It is left to them to do what they can do by winning all these two matches. And they are must-win encounters for the Super Eagles of Nigeria on the 10th of October 2025, coming Friday against Lesotho, and on the 14th of October 2025 against Benin Republic at the Gosio Akpabio Stadium in Oyo. And with the latest reports surrounding the team has finally opened camp. They did that yesterday, the 6th of October 2025. Eric Sekuchel and his backroom staff have finally arrived in South Africa, Polokwane to be precise. And with the extensive details around the team, they are now lodging at the Ranch Hotel. It is very close to the stadium, Mukabi Stadium in South Africa. So these are the details surrounding the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team. Aside that, all the 23 invited players will join the team's camp from their location through Johannesburg. So when you are going to Polokwane and you are a player being invited by Eric Sekuchel and his technical team, you have to first start your journey from Johannesburg in South Africa to that of Polokwane. And let's look at the distance to be covered for these players so that they will not stress up. From Johannesburg to Polokwane, you are going to cover a distance between 320 to 330 kilometers. And we know that Johannesburg is at the Gauteng province, which is at the northeast part of South Africa. And that of Polokwane is at the Limpopo province, which is at the north part of South Africa. When you are going with flights, you are going to cover a distance or a time of 1 hour. And when you are going with normal car, you are going to cover time of 3.5 hours to 4 hours. And when you are going with ordinary bus, you are going to cover a distance of or a time of 5 to 6 hours. So looking at the distance to be covered with respect to your means of travel, as in flights, bus, or car, man, it's going to be very complicated. And I know most of these players have to depart Johannesburg to Polokwane using that of flight. That will be very simple. And to that part will be very okay for that of the Super Eagles of Nigeria players. So these are the extensive details surrounding the team. I've given you every detail that you have to know. So when the players arrive, I will keep you updated, apprise you of all the latest arrival videos and everything for you to be okay on this platform, because here is your home of Nigeria sports. Let me proceed from the camp of a top official in the Nigerian Football Federation. He spoke at length with On Goal Nigeria, and according to him, they are ever ready in qualifying for the 2026 World Cup tournament at USA and Canada. And they are going to use the Eritrea factor. That should be the lowest lifeline given to them at the moment. They know that definitely they have to win all their matches so that they can make it to the World Cup tournament, automatically qualifying as the group winner. But when it doesn't work that way, the another means for them is to use the Eritrea factor. And I've spoken about them. And aside that, he said they still have the chance, because there's mathematical chance. This is where now the NFF officials are also talking about the mathematical chance of making it so. And if it is so, let me just reiterate. I've spoken at length about the Eritrea factor, but let me take this opportunity to reiterate for everyone to get to know the clear view and understanding as to the next step Nigeria can make it to the World Cup tournament, even if they don't win or top the group at the end of the 10 matches. The Eritrea factor is in the form of before the commencement of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. They withdrew from their group. They were in Group E with the likes of Morocco, Niger, and others. But at the end of everything, they left their group with only 5 countries. Comparing it to other groups, we are having 9 groups in all for this CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, comprising 6 countries each. So they left their group, that is Group E, with 5 countries. And when you compare it with other groups, it becomes imbalanced. And on that notice, they have other factors that they have to consider using the antecedents and the precedents of what has ever happened before. In the same situation, FIFA has ever used it. CAF has ever used it. UEFA has ever used it. So when it works in that way, meaning Nigeria this time around, CAF and FIFA both can use it for their progression into the next competition, as in the playoff here from Africa. And this is how it works. They are going to ignore all the points accumulated from the lowest ranked country of each and every country. And the effect is that you can't just compare runner-ups without going in with uneven numbers. It has to be very evenly distributed before you can make out those calculations. And if it is so, they will start from Group A. When you are second, you are going to take out 6 points if you're able to accumulate them from your lowest ranked country in that group. They will come to Group B, they will do same, Group C, till they get to the last group, so that at the end, they can now just suppose to know the best countries as 4 of the best runner-up for the CAF playoff. And if it works in that direction, this is how the Super Eagles is going to benefit. At the end of the day, they had only 2 points from the lowest ranked country in their group. When I talk about lowest ranked country, I'm not talking about FIFA ranking, but at the end of the journey, what was your position in the group? If you are the lowest ranked, example is Zimbabwe. They are the lowest ranked at this moment in the group of Nigeria. So Nigeria had 2 points from Zimbabwe. And if it works so, they are going to only deduct 2 points from Nigeria. And if Nigeria are to win all their remaining matches, they are going to take 17 points. Taking 2 points from that of the Super Eagles will make them still at 15 points. And just supposing with other countries who were placed second in their various groups, meaning Nigeria can be part of 4 of the best top countries for the CAF playoff. And after the CAF playoff, they will play 1-2 semi-final, get to the final, take the winner for the Interconfederation tournament. That one, you're going to compete with other 5 countries, making 6. For there, they'll use the FIFA ranking to do everything. So first and second among these countries who have the highest chances in the FIFA ranking will stand as a place, and the remaining 4 will play semi-final. At the end, the 2 that will make it to the final will add up to the already 2 countries in standby. You play, and they will take the final one into the World Cup tournament. So these are the sinusoidal path if Nigeria wants to use the Eritrea factor. But at this moment, The reason why I was talking about the antecedents and the precedents is that at this moment, it has not been confirmed by FIFA. When you go to their website, it is not published officially, but it has once been used through all the federations that we know, talking of FIFA, CAF, and UEFA. So that is it coming in. Before I take a leave of you, let's check out the words of the top official from the Nigerian Football Federation. The moment I saw your reports on it, he's talking about on goals reports. Sportsfella has also reported about this on this platform. I informed my colleagues in the NFF and we made contact based on it, and it's indeed factual. In the past, FIFA has used it and even CAF, so it's an advantage to us the moment if they end up doing it the way it has been done in the past. He ended up by saying these words to buttress whatever he's saying. However, our aim is still to make it as group winners, so a heavy score win in our last two games with the hope that results elsewhere go our way is a target. That is what he's hoping for. It's still very possible as long as there is a mathematical chance. So according to him, it's still possible as long as they have that mathematical opportunity. So these are the exact details surrounding Nigeria football. I'll come back with all the latest surrounding Nigeria sports and the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. I will end here with my presentation and was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Before I take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to these amazing people. Special shout out to Isaac Obayemu. I do appreciate your support to Sportsfella. Special shout out to C. Clem. I do appreciate your support. God richly bless you. Special shout out to Aubrey Poli. I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Peter Sando. I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Jusina Upara. I do appreciate your support. Shout out to Aubrey Poli and shout out to Anderson Kobor. I do appreciate your support. Close to you are here on Sportsfella too. I do appreciate your support. Let's meet in the next one. It's Go Super Eagles, Go Nigeria. Bye bye.